guys, welcome back. Today I put some water in the sprayer. I didn't film it because that's not real interesting. I want to see if the freezing of this sprayer had any negative effect on it. So far the pump's pumping and I'm at about 1300 RPMs or about 20 PSI. I'm just recirculating the water, see what happens. I want to fold the booms out next and see what we got. So let's get into this here. All right, so we got the booms out. Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot of RPMs to get this pump to make pressure. Could have something to do with the regulator too. But I'm just looking here, and after that hard freeze of 2017, 2018 winter, I don't see anything dripping. I don't know. I guess you get lucky sometimes, but probably be a different story when I go and set the boom. Let me pull ahead a little bit. I'm kind of off in the grass. There might be some residue in here. This is just a test run today. It's too late in the day and we're supposed to get way too much rain tomorrow to be spraying. So let me pull ahead and fire up the boom sections. All right, so I want to do this one at a time. I got the left boom. It's now spraying and just checking here, make sure we did okay. Putting the nozzles back on and they're not all spraying. Could be the RPMs are a little low. Maybe we dropped too far in pressure. You see, sometimes it just takes a little extra. Oh no, that's right, those are for the center. I'm getting all goofy here. The three out on this end are for the center. So let's check the center. Oh, there we got a leak. It's leaking right out of that valve. I think it used to. Yeah, there they are. See, the center ones are carried over onto the right and left boom sections. So I'm just looking here. Are they all spraying? Yeah, some of them are a little crooked. We got to straighten some of them out. We're not getting the full. All right, so that works. The only leak I see is right there. Now let's try the right one. And it looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is engage them all. Yeah, we got some leaks there. And we got them all engaged. You see a pressure drop and then it came right back up. Maybe you can't see it. I don't know, it's so sunny I can't see what's on the phone. So we gotta adjust this foam marker, of course. You see how it's hitting the foam marker. We'll get that straightened out. All right. First inspection, I'd say we did good. Just a little bit of tweaks here and there to get it the way I want it. Some of them are crooked. I gotta straighten some of them. They're obviously crooked. So let's turn our boom off here. And disengage the PTO. All right, so with not having no drip nozzles now, usually what I have to do out in the field is let them drip a little bit. So depending on where I end in the field, if I have more fields to drive through, that the droplets won't hurt, or I just find a spot in the field to let them dribble a little bit. It's not ideal, but there isn't much else you can do. For nitrogen, it's not as big of a deal, depending on what you're doing. So a couple things, I have that hose hanging down over there, I want to get up. And these here, they do leak. There's like a packing in here. These are the regular Demco factory valves. I know you can get a good set through T-Jet, but I didn't want to change it just yet because I don't know if I want to keep the sprayer. There's like packing in there, and sometimes all it takes is just a wrench and tighten the nuts up a little bit and then you should be all right. So I'm pretty darn happy. I can't tell you how happy I am right now that we don't have any leaks and this thing froze solid. And yeah, and that it still makes good pressure and still seems to work. Yeah, I engaged some of the nozzles, and when I engaged the third one, you could see a pressure drop, and then the regulator, you can see it come right back. So I gotta let this drip before I fold up these booms, or I'll get a bath out on the end there. So I'd say we're getting there. So like I said, I don't want to do any spraying today. It's a little windy, and with all that rain coming, Friday, Saturday, we're supposed to get a ton of rain, and I'd like it on the surface a little bit longer than just a couple hours. So at least on the weeds, I should say. You can see the weeds. Purple flowers. That's a lot of what's coming up here. This field is thick with these purple flowers. So, all right, I'm gonna pack this up and get it put away. I am happy I can sleep good tonight. We didn't freeze, or we froze, but we didn't damage anything. So let's see what else we got. All right, we got her unhooked. I have the sprayer unhooked over there. One way or another today, sorry for the stutter, today, I want to get these 3-point arms off of this tractor, one way or another. One of my past videos, I said the one pin was rusted in there that hard, you couldn't get it out. And I want them off. Even if I can only take one side off, and this side maybe I can tie up, get them off and get them on the shelf, because if you'll take notice over here, there's the 3-point hitch for the Super C, there's the 3-point hitch parts for the 986, and the 560 is a fast hitch, so that's fine, it's not in your way. I'm going to leave the 3-point hitch on the 395 because I'm thinking we're going to have to do something as far as a ballast box, so that'll be a 3-point thing. Might be a pain with raking and tedding having the 3-point arms on, but those I can't get off either. So like I say, this side will come off. I can completely remove this side, so at least if I have one of them off, and this one, maybe if I can dismantle it somewhere here that I can just tie it up for the time being until I can really work at it. But I'm not a fan of 3-point hitches. When I look at equipment, I do not look for 3-point equipment very often, so just is what it is. They bend too many power takeoff shafts and cause too much damage. They're always in your way when you're trying to hook stuff up. I am a drawbar hitch pin type of guy, and that's fine if you like 3-point. Hey, I'm not gonna, you have to do what works for you. To each their own. But I don't like them, and somebody had suggested lowering them and having them lower so that way it doesn't hit. The problem with that is it's so long here. Even if it is down, let's say down here, and you turn, I almost ripped the jack off of that sprayer already doing it that way. So yeah, I'm gonna work at this. I'll update you if I make any progress. All right, so we got one side off, no problem. This side came right out. Of course, anybody that has these international tractors with your 3-point still on, you'll know that this nice little hook here, now I'm gonna lose my hitch pin holder, but it's all right, we can have a makeshift one here. So now we're down to one pin. One pin is holding up this whole operation, getting this thing off. I have to get that pin out of there. You can't get in with a hammer really. You can kind of hit the corner of it. So I want to see what I can do to try to get this out. I guess it's worth spending a couple minutes at anyway, try to get it off, because I don't know how I'm going to tie this up that it's not going to be in the way for the fuel tank. It's just a pain. It's really a pain right now. So let me keep working at this. Okay, so I think I'm going to stay out of the WD-40 discussion. On the farm here, I use PB Blaster just because that's what's available at my local hardware store. And little bit of old school, I actually put together a bottle of my own spray. Old engine oil and diesel fuel I've used already too, so I'll keep out of that discussion since I don't use any WD products. All right, I'm out of time here. We're not having any luck. I've got to get a better torch on this. It's gonna come off. It's just I'll give it one more day maybe. Thanks for watching, guys.